I just cannot even believe Jazz said what he said in that post game last night. On top of previous comments he's made within the last several days, one of which making the excuse he hasn't hit to start this year because of the cold. Look, a lot of hitters this year are starting off in slumps. It happens. It's baseball. The last thing we need to hear, especially in New York, is excuse making. And then you add this on top of it, what he said last night, not knowing a simple fundamental rule in baseball. Just watch this clip.
I don't know what the rule is if I went to first base first and threw it back to second if it's still an out. Is it still a double play? I don't know. Does it count as not an RBI?
No, they'll score.
They'll still score?
They'll get there before the time occurs in second.
Well, where it was what I was trying to do in my mind probably wouldn't have worked anyway.
And what really pisses me off, on top of him just not knowing this, which, okay, that's one thing. He's asking a question, Trent Grisham answers it. He's sitting there fiddling with his earring, smirking. It looks like he frankly doesn't give a shit. And we know this guy has a big ego, okay? And I've given him every benefit of the doubt. But I simply cannot defend this anymore. This is not Yankees baseball. This is not how this organization used to carry themselves. It makes a joke out of the franchise. It makes a joke out of the coaching staff and the players and the manager. It's frankly unbelievable. I thought when I first saw the quote, before even watching the video, that it was fake. That's how unbelievably, astonishingly stupid this is. And just totally out of touch. And this guy, before the season even starts, is making his contract demands known. I want $35 million a year, blah, blah. Good luck, Jazz. Good luck getting that. You are checked out 2 weeks into the season, making stupid comments like this publicly to the media, body language, attitude, looking like you do not give one singular F. And the mental mistakes he's made, not only in that game, but in previous games, the Marlins series, sitting back on a routine ground ball, the runner's flying down the first base line, then beats it out. I am so sick and tired of this. And I have run out of a defense for Jazz. I have. He's been a decent player here, has had good seasons, but this is inexcusable, especially a player in his walk year, playing for a contract. How ridiculously stupid do you have to be to say something like this in your walk year? What team is going to look at all of this on not just Jazz, the back of his baseball card, but his resume, what he said, and all this stuff? Who the heck is going to pay you in free agency or rush to sign you? Imagine being this guy's agent. It's astonishing. And I am really frustrated, upset with this. I'm angry at Jazz. Yankee fans have a right to be angry at this dude. You mean to tell me you make millions of dollars every year? You've played in the big leagues for what, 7 seasons? You not only don't know the basic rule, you're making everything about yourself. You're making excuses because of the cold weather. You're telling your contract demands before the season starts. And I've given you every benefit of the doubt until today, until you made these comments and made a fool of yourself, twiddling around with your earring, smirking. Yankee fans aren't stupid. This fan base isn't dumb. People can read body language. People can read attitude. They can read effort. And your effort has looked pathetic to start this year. You look like all you give a shit about is your next contract. And you know what? If that's the case and that's what it looks like, good riddance. I hope they trade you at the deadline. I don't care if this is harsh. I've given Jazz Chisholm every benefit of the doubt, and I'm sick and tired of being made look like an idiot because he's pulling this nonsense. I'm frankly sick and tired of it. And I think I hope the Yankees are too. Because there is no excuse, and it's making a mockery. Then we wonder why, under the Boone era, dating back to 2018, that we get laughed at, we get mocked constantly. Because this team, this franchise, does not have proper leadership. Especially when you hear stuff like this coming from one of your players, your second baseman. Not a great look. And this team's about to get swept by the Rays. Because you know why? The Rays know how to play fundamental baseball. They show up prepared. Something the Yankees consistently, year in and year out, don't know how to do. Under, you guessed it, Aaron Boone's leadership. Disgrace.